This is the Mert Auto Trader video for March the 25th, 2015. Well, yesterday was a real write home to mum and dad day. This is what the system does, and anybody who's subscribing knows I agonize over the small trading losses that we get. But 2 days we have this wiped out the previous two losses, and this just whacked a huge amount of profit into people's bank accounts. We are up at something like $16,500 now for the year, which is not bad. The system on two contracts made 51 points at -8. Don't forget, we lost 8, so that's probably 42 odd points for the day. Still not bad. So how did the system work? Well, it started out doing a buy trade in the morning. You got buy signals, and the system promptly dropped through the reference bar. I thought we were going to stop out here. We didn't. It prolonged the agony and put us through a bit of torture. I thought, oh, this is going to be okay. Whack, straight into our stop. But the system is still looking for sell signals, and it saw a signal, and normally we won't take a signal because we're in the buy, but as soon as we got out of the buy, it got into the sell signal straight away. And here we've got sell consolidation bars, buy trade loss, sell consolidation bar, straight into trying to enter the sell trade. I suspect it took a couple of attempts because it couldn't get in on this bar immediately because it was probably low, and then it got in. Great. Within 2 bars, it got the 6 points, and we dumped one. And we do that because 6 points there almost goes to pay the -8 points we lost here. And that's the whole idea. We try and take 6 points whenever we can. That's why we trade 2 contracts minimum. We trade 2, drop 1. Well, then the system will try and regain that contract if the price goes back. But if it can't, the price doesn't go back 3 points. It gets it again on stop. So we get a worse fill. It tries to sell another one at 76, even though the initial sell was 79, but then it can't sell another one, stop, and it gets it at 70. So a slightly worse price, but only 1 tick. It'll only give you 1 tick worse. And then we're 2 contracts short again, and the system grinds around, and eventually we start pulling the stop down. Now, because we're at break even, the first pull down is quite a big pull down because it's got a lot of ground to make up, and that's closer than it normally would. Mind you, it pulled it down here, and this explains why. People have asked me, oh, why don't you just rack the stop down and get stopped out on the trading stop? This is a classic day of why I don't do that, because if you bring it too close, this would take us out, and then we would miss this. And this is a classic day. The number of times, there are times when the system goes up and then goes back up, and you'd be much better off taking it instead of getting stopped out up here. But my back testing, and don't forget I do 15 years of back testing all the way to 2000, has told me that on a big sell day, invariably there's more to come. So we didn't get stopped out. The stop was well above, but it did guarantee that we'd have made about 20 points if we got stopped out here. But and then market carries on down, and the trading stop is lowered all the time, and eventually we get taken out at the close. Now, somebody emailed me and said, oh, I'm still in positions, I didn't get out, to which my heart sank, because we've only had one bug in the system, and that was that we catch low tick all the time, and because I use limit orders to make sure we don't get slippage, what happens is that if the system gets the low tick, it doesn't guarantee to get out, because the close is at 52.50, so it tries to get out at 52.25. Well, if 52.25 is the low, you cannot guarantee that the low tick will get filled on limit orders. So what it does is I set the in automation, I set the sorry, excuse me, I'm doing this all wrong. You'd think I'd know by now. I set these two: replace strategy entry and exit limit orders with market orders. 15 seconds. Those have to be ticked, so please check. I mean, I suspect everyone's got it except somebody when I've asked them to look at it. But and what that will do is it will make sure, and this was invoked, and I asked a couple of people, what did you get? And instead of 52.25, I think they got 53.25, so it might have cost a point or something like that. But what I'm currently working on is I'm working on making sure that the system reports that properly, because at the moment it just tells us it only banks what it thinks it got, whereas I want to be sure that it's actually trading. It tells us what it actually got, and I'm currently working on that. It doesn't affect the system, it just affects the reporting, so I'm working on that. Okay, well, happiness all round. Please could you post something on my trading app store, some recommendations, please, because I'd like to get more subscribers. The system is doing well, we're all making good money, so it would be really good if a few recommendations could go on my trading app store board. Well, thank you very much. Happiness all round. I'm delighted for you, I'm delighted for me, and it's just great. Thank you very much.